Finding a job that helps you maintain a work-life balance and thrive is very important. Here are 5 tips for you to have in mind that help you prepare for that work interview, as well as make sure your mental health and your well-being are taken care of. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Janet and this is my channel Diaspora Doodles, where I get to share the experiences that I've had for the past 20 years teaching in international schools and outside my home country, taking my 2 amazing children with me and hoping that this will inspire you to join in the march and become a teacher abroad. Today we're going to be looking at what to do when you get that call back that you've been chosen to join the team and they want to interview you. You start panicking and thinking, oh my God, what do I do? If you're like me, you would hyperventilate and then you relax and then you hyperventilate again. So you don't worry, because I've already done all of that for you. Just sit back, put pen to paper, and we will go through it together. If this is your first time here, thank you. Grab a drink, make yourself comfortable, and yeah. If you've been here before, my people, drum roll please. Yes, you are the reason why I keep coming back every week to share my experiences, because it means that there's people out there who are interested and are being inspired as I speak about my experiences, and I'm very, very grateful that you keep coming back. Please remember to like and subscribe and click on the notification button. We don't want this video to get too long, so let's get into it. So the school has emailed you back and told you that, oh, they want you and they want you to interview with them. And you're thinking, what do we do? So the first thing you need to do, get on social media. There's something called social media now. When I first started this journey as an international school teacher, there was no social media, and everything I saw on the internet, which I had to read on blogs and all of that, were not for people who look like me. However, if you're here because you look like me and you want to know, what else is peculiar to us, sit tight, because that's why I'm here. So jump on the school website and have a look. That's the first step. Social media is so good. I mean, I'm using it now to communicate with you. So yes, get on the school's website, go onto their Twitter page, go on their Facebook page, get on their YouTube page. A lot of schools will have YouTube. It will not show everything, but by the time you've gone through all the social media platforms, you will get a general idea of what the school is like in terms of diversity, inclusion, and what they do for their teachers, what the teachers do at the school, the roles of everyone on the workforce and all of that. You'd have an idea of how many people are at the school, because chances are they would have things on there like games or intercultural activities and all of that. So that will give you a good idea. It will give you a rough idea of what the school is like. The next thing you need to look for is the school's accreditation. Some schools are 3rd-tier schools, some schools are 2nd-tier schools, some schools are 1st-tier schools, some schools are for profit, some schools are not for profit. And what does it mean when a school is for profit? It means everything that the school makes is divided into 2. They take care of their costs and then they keep the rest for maybe the board of directors and all of that. But if a school is not for profit, that means the school is more into the education side of things and improving the school surroundings and welfare and all of that. It means all of the profits after they've taken care of their expenses goes back into the school. That means teachers will be better paid. There'll be more resources. The library will be stocked, and they will have a lot more things that they do. There'll be more activities and more research opportunities at the school. And those are the kind of schools that you want to go to. You probably want to be in a school that's not for profit. However, those kind of schools, their recruitment process is really, really rigorous, and the requirements are really, really high. If you've never been on this teaching journey before, I would advise you to start with a lower tiered school and then work your way up as you go on your teach abroad journey. Another thing you need to look for when you look at the accreditation and the achievements is the team activities that the school has. Sometimes schools have activities where you would always see the teachers. That's when you're looking through the school's website, you would have an idea of what the school does. Some schools will want their teachers to stay after school and they must run an activity. I've been at a school before where it wasn't very clear on the school's website, which is something I'll be pointing out in a separate video, so this one doesn't get too long. But when I got to the school, I was then told that I would not be paid for July and August, even though it was part of my contract. I would not be paid for July and August if I didn't run two after-school activities. And I thought, but that wasn't clear. It said, yes, that's true, but it's just a new directive. They now have after-school activities. That means I had to be at school till 7 o'clock, 2 days a week, running an after-school activity. I will tell you what happened there. And of course, as you know, I left that school not long after that. But those are the things that you need to look out for. Another thing you need to look out for is to comb through their website for ethos, core values, and their mission statement. So if a school's mission statement or the ethos of the school is something that doesn't align with your core values, you don't need to apply to that school, because it means they're not going to be a perfect fit for you, and you wouldn't be a perfect fit for them either. And when there's a clash in interest like that from the beginning, do I need to tell you how that will end? Not very well. So do your homework from the beginning and look for all these things. You might be very excited that you're even finding jobs on there that are tailored to you, but not all jobs that are tailored to you are a perfect fit for you. The next thing you need to look out for is you need to get on ISR. Now, ISR is the International Schools Review, and it's owned by a group of teachers who came together to sort of set out a review board just for teachers. It's a paid subscription, and because of that, people have the anonymity to either pay and go in and leave their honest reviews there. I mean, it's not open to everyone, so yes, it's like a little club where we all share I've left reviews for every school I've ever worked at. So if you go on there, and my name might be there at some point or something, or they might keep it anonymous, but that's a good place for you to go on to find out. Every single international school on the planet is there. Now, some schools do not have reviews. Now, don't think that because a school doesn't have reviews on there doesn't mean that the school is perfect. It just means that teachers at that school were not bothered about leaving reviews, either because they were happy, because if the person is happy, probably not going to leave a review, or the person did not leave a review because he was there was a threat that if anyone leaves a review that's bad about the school, they would get in trouble. Either way, it's something that you need to check out so you're sure, so that you're happy, your mental health is secure, your well-being is well taken care of, is considered. And if you have a family like I did when I was traveling, your family doesn't suffer because you're suffering as well. It's a horrible thing for you to be suffering when you're outside of your home country without the support that you would normally have. And you don't want to be on the phone all the time, phoning your family back home. They would think, why did you go? So do your homework and do all of these checks before you go. The next thing you need to do, if you've gone through all the steps that I've talked about earlier, is to email the school. Now, when you look at something like this, you will see that on tests, they have this thing where at the bottom of the page, there's a place where you can email the school if you have any questions. Now, that is usually overlooked by a lot of teachers because they're so eager to just put their CVs on there and the cover letters. It's a very tedious process and they just want to do it and get it done. I would advise you, as long as you have that intuitive sign that's asking you, oh, what about this? Or you have any questions, don't wait until the interview. Send it in. Ask the questions. Fill the forms, ask the questions, and then you know how to go from there. So in case there's a deadline and you don't want to miss the deadline, just email the school, ask the questions that you want. And I find that most schools will generally answer your questions because they know you're a prospective teacher, and they want people like you who are inquisitive. You ask questions, you want to know what's going on, so they will answer you. Now from their answer, that's how you know how to proceed. If the school doesn't respond, that's a red flag. Yeah, it's a red flag. Please don't just leave that school and go on to the next school. It's one of those things that you just have that gut feeling that, yeah, if you're not going to answer my questions, it means, what else are you not going to answer? If I'm in trouble and I run to you, are you going to answer my questions? If you're my sponsor in a foreign country and I can't reach you when I'm not even there, would I be able to reach you when I'm in there and I'm stuck? So that's one thing that's another thing that you need to have in mind. Now, with all this said, I hope that the process of applying is going on smoothly. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or if you need any help on this journey. And yes, I shall see you in the next episode. Bye.